Okay, so because of unfortunate, yeah, hopefully it's on the internet and then you get an idea. Like, I don't know if that's terrorism, so I don't take a walk, but I did manage to go to Stop and Shop, so that's something. And tomorrow I got to walk to the funeral home. So I'm pretty sure, didn't I have food pantry for tomorrow? So I wouldn't be taking. And then Sunday is what? Is it arms again? Okay, so I'm not real. I'm only one day off. Okay. So, yeah, what I would do is have her text you and not have phone conversations so you can document. Um, I don't know if Barbara is willing to take possession of Candy's phone just so that things can be sent, but then she'd have to change her phone number. Like she'd have to block her afterwards to collect all the text messages of how she's talking. Okay. Yeah, I mean, when I went to Washington D.C., I knew it was bizarre. I didn't really have anybody to talk to explain it. I know Tommy blocked her at one point in time a while ago. Okay, so I'm understanding that now. It's difficult when people are mentally ill. So I did say that I requested for her to have a psych evaluation. So I'm not sure what the criteria is for that. She has children, so that's probably causing a problem. So encourage her to talk to her children about maybe grief counseling of some kind to come to terms with the loss of her brother and what's going on with her mother, and to focus on um, caring for her mother and processing her grief. Okay. So, from what I can tell, she has no intention to go to the funeral home tomorrow. And she said she's emailing her signature to the medical, is it the medical examiner or the funeral home? Something. Okay. So, I guess it's a matter of probate. So, even if for some bizarre reason, which to me is criminal, but I'm not getting into it, if for some reason she's the one who bought this house, because again, I pointed it out to her when I got here that when I looked it up, it said somebody just bought it in July, and I asked her if she could look into it. Does it seem like she wouldn't have the ability to do that? So I found it odd that she never got back to me about it. So, anyways, it's always strange when someone tries to hide who they are. I owned a house before, but it wasn't a rental property. Okay, and all I can tell you is what people tell me. Tommy told me he didn't even know who the landlord was, but I'm questioning now if she ever spoke to a landlord. Okay. Um, right. So, yeah, she's just, it's in the text messages. Yeah, I'm pretty much, that's it. I don't want to block it in case she texts more stuff that indicates she has a psychiatric condition and needs to be seen. Okay. So that's why I haven't blocked her. Maybe that's what Barbara said. That's why I haven't blocked her from my phone, but I understand doing it. It's upsetting. Okay, so she doesn't have to hand the keys back over that she shouldn't have in her hand, and she lied to the police and said that she didn't have them on her and they were at her house. Okay, I have a key and I don't need two. It's in the text messages, and she's only going to give the keys to the landlord. Okay, is that what she told the police? Okay, so even when you mention the police to her, that has no meaning. I think she thinks that she knows police officers. She mentioned this before, that she was talking with Kenny Ring and that his kids are police officers. This isn't Dedham, this is Boston. Right. And I'm sure police officers don't like being involved in indicating like they're dirty cops and they're corrupt. And they're going to throw Mary Gladys to the street, and they're going to allow her to be terrorized by someone that needs a psych evaluation. I'm sure they're not going to be. Maybe she should contact Kenny Ring about it. It's almighty. Maybe she'll do that. She'll call Barbara and rant and rave about what I said about Candy. This is why Candy won't talk to her. Okay. So, yeah, you just go, I know you go, I don't know. That's up to the VA if that matters in terms of her personal care. But you just go, the shelter, see why I didn't want to stay here? Okay. The shelter's probably like, just call the police if she shows up and sleep in a bed until we can do something about you. Right. So it's almost that time I have to lay down. So it's better than yesterday, but clearly I didn't get to do my regular walk and I'm still being terrorized. I guess. I mean, I didn't, maybe I should block her and let other people deal with it. I have to have the text messages though, in case someone needs it. It's just as soon as I show Candy the series of text messages tomorrow morning, yeah, just don't hit anybody. Don't hit anybody. Just think about your own health. It's just do. Yeah. Yeah. I think she needs to be seen. Yeah, I think she needs to be seen. So I'm not getting. Scott told me. I don't think he had talked to her in a while, and there's some bizarre text from when I went to Washington D.C. I explained it. So you would almost think someone hacked into her phone until you see her in person doing it. Brian witnessed it too about the clothing. I've been talking about that for a couple of years. She was getting sick when we were still in the house after Candy left. It happens. I don't know if she's on medication, if she has a diagnosis. I thought I heard once her talking to Tommy about medication. Yeah. So if she takes medication, is she off of her medication? I don't know if she takes anything. I don't like to throw that around. Okay. Is she off of it? Because she needs to talk to her doctor. So anyway, yeah, just it's kind of scary when person is like that and you're living in a house by yourself. Okay. The dog is not an excuse either. Yeah. So that's another thing that was left behind. Yeah, just a dog can't be left on the front porch. As I said, yes. When I first moved in here, there was a thing about taking me to the Goodwill. And she kept showing up late for whatever reason. And then all of a sudden she flipped out one day and said, I can't take this. And she actually started lunging at me. And Barbara had to scream at her to get out. Okay, so she has some kind of an issue with me where she was getting to the point of lunging at me. I know you just go one down, one to go. So I don't know if she's going to have a stroke, whatever a mental crisis means. Right. So I got peanuts. I got to go. I can't get my peanuts back outside again. I tried on the way out. I also mentioned to her about police, speaking of threatening people with police officers for no reason. There's police officers perched here every single day. You tell people things, they still don't get it. Okay. They said to call them back if there's any problem. She told the police, because the police told me she has no intention of ever coming back here. That is what she told them. Okay, so in the text, she didn't answer that. Okay, so you lied to the police knowingly? Okay, not just about the keys. You lied to the police about the keys. You lied to the police about what time you would be out of this house so I could come back to it. And you lied about no intention of coming back here. Okay, so Candy knows how to issue a restraining order for the rest of the time I'm here. It's effing ridiculous. So, yeah. It's everybody in the shelter, right? So anyways, a restraining order should take care of it, right? And then Mary doesn't have to care about any of this bullcrap about keys and probate. It's not just about taking Tommy's property. She keeps contacting me, trying to make up an excuse to come here. She's clearly mentally ill. Right. I knew it was not good when she left a potty chair and a dog, but took a shower chair. Okay. I don't care what was forgotten. The dog is being taken care of. Okay. So you can order a bed. Right. I thought we could discuss it like normal adults at the funeral parlor, but it's not going to happen. She's going to go pick out plots and wants to know if I want to go with her. Absolutely not. And then she shifts to that. I read the whole series of texts. Right. So Scott was right. She will keep saying stuff until, and then everything is paranoia. It's just like Barbara. Remember when she got sectioned and she went around, who is the cookie jar? Who is the cookie jar? It's paranoid thinking. It happens in a mental crisis. Jesus Christ. I knew Candy was up to no good. It's a war over nothing to try to engage with people. Tommy did it too, but he wasn't like that. Right, the food pantry. He says anything weird, you say nothing. And then he leaves you alone for an entire week, other than, hey, what's up? And he wasn't even showing up purposely when I was down here anymore. He had stopped doing that. I think he was too tired to keep up with it. Just, you go to a food pantry, it's the ride there and the ride back. Yeah, and good morning and hey, what's up? This is, oh yeah, rapid fire because Tommy's gone. Okay, so Tommy told me he knew it was weird when she named her dog Tommy. Okay, it's part of dementia. It doesn't, I don't know. That's up to her other children in the VA, not Mary Gladys, about Barbara Kent. Yeah. It depends on what's going on at the house. Why is she doing that? Right. Relax. You don't have to work anymore. Talk to your mother. Ma wants to know if the dog is okay. Stop contacting me. Get it? Okay. I honestly don't know if that's why Tommy took possession of his mother. Okay, I'm not sure, but exactly. That's why Mary Gladys isn't going to do it, and Mary Gladys doesn't want to do it anyway. It's about homelessness, which isn't fair to Barbara. She wanted to be with her daughter. So I already was told James is hands down, she's not staying with Candy. Okay, so I don't know if they already started figuring out about Thomas's estate. Okay, because that's a problem. Yeah. In terms of, I don't know if just because you take over VA means all that. I don't know if it means that or not. Okay. I don't even think it's because they care about money. It's just, how are you doing that to Mary? Like, how are you actually doing that? You definitely need to be seen. Like, are you terrorizing me till I vomit blood and die? Okay, just leave me alone. So, for real. No, I'm not talking anything to her on a telephone. But sometimes people will not block you because they keep text messages just in case. Meaning, if somebody wanted to see it, to have a person sectioned. Not they're interested in conversating. Well, why wouldn't she block me? Because she's thinking you might have to be sectioned to a hospital. That's why. Is there anything different about flying during an eclipse? Because I know the temperature is a little bit lower. Obviously, it's going to be darker. But is there anything that you do differently in this kind of scenario? The temperature is always going to 50,000 feet. The temperature is not a big thing, but the thing that I've been warned about in the fluxers through 2017 for that eclipse is you've got to set your content up as if you haven't flying in time. Because very suddenly you're going to go from flying in a daytime to a twilight to it's dark in the middle of that shadow. So all your instrumentation's got to be set up to have backlighting and enough lighting and dimming to say my screen. Peanuts. So that's the that absolutely does not bring Thomas Kent back to life. Right. Thomas Kent is not going to show up and come out of that bedroom anytime soon because you're harassing a person. Focus on your grief and caring for your mother. Thank you. I'm so excited to be a part of this, but I've been described as you're in the middle of darkness for that amount of time. It just runs and overtakes you, and then it's twilight all around. One of the pilots is actually going to be taking a camera, and I think live streaming just a shot around what he's in the valley. That makes it happen. He's just during the event. So maybe one of the first views you get from 50,000 feet will be that's the job. I'm going to look for that and look forward to it as well. Hi. Are you going to go outside now? You're still standing there. Do you want to go outside? I don't know if I should give you more dog food. Is that what you're trying to do? You got more dry stuff. You want to go outside? That's great. Yeah, we're expecting pretty rough weather here in Ellington on Monday. Go outside? Come on, go outside. Yay, go outside. It's really good to have that. So we decided on Sunday we're going to relocate to just El Paso. We'll fly over there, stay the night, and do our mission. You already had a whole can of dog food today already.
Yeah, you
Did you know that? I know you ate like nothing yesterday. Did you know you already had a whole can of dog food today?
How important is it to get this mission right? Do you feel any kind of pressure?
I always feel pressure with these big missions. I've gotten the chance to do the first SLS rocket launch. So Crew 1 came back from the ISS, even the Osiris Rex mission. So they're all high pressure, and they all kind of
Because I know the dishes are right there. Is that why?
Not showing up late.
I think you want to go outside. That's why you're standing and staring at me. Come on, go outside, go outside.
I just want to make sure I've got all the things out.
Come on, go outside. Come on. Woo.
So, Casey, it is a fascinating.
You have lost your pipey-like exuberance if you've ever had it. Come on, go outside.
I'm looking forward to seeing some snapshots of that view.
We look forward to being able to provide it to you and versus getting science and data.
Why are you backing up like that? I'm not going to hurt you. Just walking past you. I left it upstairs. Gotta go get it. Put my sweater on.
Interesting stuff.
Oh, that's right. I threw laundry in. Yeah, dry it.
Thank you, sir.
So if you're not going to be 50,000 feet in the sky, you should be with CNN. Join us for Eclipse Across America. Our special live coverage starts Monday, April 8th at 1 p.m. Eastern, right here on CNN. You can also stream it on Max. Stay with News Central. We'll be back in just a few minutes.
All right. Oh, the downstairs. Hold on. Dryer.
I have a lot of monthly subscriptions, streaming, music, news sites. Then I went to Experian. Now I can see them in one place. You know what I forgot about? Experian.
That was sort of insane from its inception, wasn't it? This whole project.
We have to make it. And if you want success,
With separate bags, I guess, for her diapers.
and now becomes the future. A future where you grew a dream into a reality. It's waiting for you mere minutes away. The future is nothing but power. And it's all yours. The all-new GoDaddy Arrow. Get your business online in minutes with the power of AI.
I called it when I got here, when I saw he had two separate trash. Because they used to do a garbage way back when Tom Kent was around.
When you finally decide to take care of you, there's a step
At U-Haul, we know every family. Come on, guys. Moves at their own pace. Is that heavy? That's why we have U-Box. We can store it or ship it. Who's going to get the biggest room? How and when you want it. Reserve today at uhaul.com. Relax into a Caribbean state of mind. Visit Cycles.com for Cycles.
What's considered normal for your cat is interesting. But if your cat isn't their quirky self lately, they may have pain from a common condition called osteoarthritis. Now there's Solensia. Solensia is a once-monthly injection to control your cat's weight gain. Veterinary professionals administering Solensia who are pregnant, trying to conceive, or breastfeeding should take extreme care to avoid self-injection. Self-injection could cause allergic reactions like anaphylaxis. Ask your vet about Solensia and help get your cat back to their normal.
Consumer Cellular, this is Sam. How may I help you? This is a fun time. Oh, somebody's butt. Just thought I'd let you know that with Consumer Cellular, you can get the same exact coverage as the leading carriers, but for up to half the price.
Asking you, the mission is something that everyone can truly get behind. I would love to be able to end childhood cancer. I learned that no patient ever has a bill from St. Jude, not for travel, for medical expenses. We're just regular people donating. And I think it's cool to be able to make a difference in someone's life in a way that is meaningful.
It's better outside with Ninja. Cookouts are better with master grills that char, barbecue, smoke, and air fry. Weekends are better with life cooker coolers that keep ice for days. Fridge temperature drawers for dry foods. Because everything is better outside of temperatures. It's better outside with Ninja.
We're traveling all across America, talking to people about their hearts. How's the heart?
Good. Sure, I think so.
How do you know? Let me show you. Put 2 fingers right on the pad. Look at that. That's your heart.
That is pretty awesome.
With KardioMobile, you can think of medical grade EKG in just 30 seconds for anyone. KardioMobile is proven to detect atrial fibrillation, one of the leading causes of stroke. KardioMobile is now available for just $79. Order at cardio.com or Amazon.
Trade with Robinhood by April 30th and will give you a 3% boost. With the biggest match of any IRA on the market, Robinhood Gold gets you the most for retirement.
Closed captioning brought to you by Meso Book. If you're going to have to use up your win, we'll send you a free book to answer questions you write down. Call now, and we'll come to you. 800-821-4000.
New today, Kristen Combs, son of rapper Sean Diddy Combs, was accused of sexually assaulting a woman on his father's yacht. The claims were detailed in a new lawsuit that was filed in Los Angeles. Both men are named in the suit, but only Kristen Combs is accused of assault. Let's go down to CNN's Elizabeth Wagmeister, who has been following this story. Elizabeth, tell us what you're learning.
Hi, Brianna. Yes, so this is the first suit that is against Kristen Combs. He is the 26-year-old
All right, so
son
let's
of
see.
Sean Diddy Combs. He is a
That's it, except for my dirty stuff. Unless I was gonna start doing Tommy's. Let me plug this in again. Well, she stopped after that, so that was her battle war, I guess, for the day. I don't want to start speculating stuff. You'd have to outright ask her if she's using anything. Yeah, but those are typical questions. But don't you like if you do it in written form, it's better. But just express that it's like a medical person. Are you using anything? Okay. Yeah, because when you ask something at that time, it just seems like a fight. Are you using any drugs? Okay. I explained I thought that she was confused. So.
Grace alleges that Kristen Combs had tequila that she said he brought on the yacht, and she believes.
I know I'm kind of covering my bases, but it's also covering her bases too. Right, it sounds weird, but there's a lot of people do weird things nowadays, and it is not a person's name. Okay, and I couldn't locate a phone number. So how did she locate a phone number? Is it in Tommy's wallet in his phone? It's possible that it says landlord with the phone number. Okay. Okay. Did the landlord say that she could take possession of the keys to the house, though? Is it possible the landlord did because the landlord didn't know someone was living here? Right. Like, is it possible that that was so she could get her mother out of here? Yeah, like make plans to get her mother out of here, not leave a homeless person in this person's rental property. The landlords are aware that Thomas and Barbara were living here, but I'm not sure that I'm not on the lease. Yeah, it depends on where the landlord's located, but well, the landlord will assume that Barbara Kent is here being cared for by someone, right?
6 months after the October 7th Hamas attack on Israel, 134 Israelis.
I know, just whoa. Anyways, can you see why I would question if she was the landlord? But why would the VA ever allow that? Like, you would have to tell the VA that Tommy is dangerous, and how is he caring for Barbara? That's not making any sense to me. Like, no one can know that she took over Barbara's money. Get it? So they've got to learn to pay a rent? That doesn't make any sense. So, yeah, when someone's ill, like, that's actually the less iller thing than she's talking like that when she's not the homeowner. That's making it even more ill. You know, you just go, especially if she was and she didn't tell the police that. Maybe they're used to really mentally ill. Everyone's trying to pretend they're a Tudor, they're a king, they're a queen, they're Donald Trump. So maybe that's going on in households, and the cops are going, oh my God, these people are all so sick. That's why I don't want to be, it's not really like I care what people think, but you go, I don't want to be dragged into it. Remember when she started talking to me about, this is why, is this happened, one of the times I made the mistake of going to her house, wasn't it 2016, when she wouldn't let Jen go with me? This is why they don't let people go, because they're abusive and insane. They should know that in their head, because that's what doesn't make any sense. Why Jen couldn't go to the house with me. Because Brian's a witness. Jen would have been a witness if she wasn't told she couldn't go there. And then it was talking about Scott and how he won't, he wanted to get access to his school records and how she thought that was weird. And I go, I don't understand why that's weird. And then she goes, aren't you being a little bit paranoid, Mary? Like she's a psychopath and remembers every bad thing you ever said because you were trying to help her. When you go, that's paranoid. He's an adult man. Why wouldn't he want access to his school records? Yeah, because Scott said she will do that till you get in a fight. That's why it's like, no, Mary's not fighting. Nope. Distraction, 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 distraction. Right, so you need to calm down. You're going to lose your mother and all that money, and you already quit your job, right? You need to relax and stop it. I don't know if she knows that. It's like, I know, I don't want it to turn into that. It's like, Cindy, nobody else in the family but me even considered that you would take over Barbara. So, yeah, you're like, I'm your advocate and you won't stop presenting to me that you're too ill to do it. Right, you need to stop. Seriously, God, please. Not even going to look at it. Nope. Well, unless it's my caseworker. Let me check. We see you on the thing. Okay, what's this? She's emailing me a picture of something. Hold on. Okay, so she already forgot.
Stay ahead of your moderate to severe eczema. Show off clearer skin and less itch with Dupixent, the #1 prescribed biologic by dermatologists and allergists that helps heal your skin from within. Serious allergic reactions can occur and can be severe. Tell your doctor about new or worsening eye problems such as eye pain or vision changes, including blurred vision, joint aches, and
yeah, I think she forgot already.
Don't change or stop asthma medicines without talking to your doctor. Ask your eczema specialist about Dupixent.
Did they already tell her and she forgot? Okay.
When you sign up at joiningcrdp.com, you'll find information and real patient stories.
Yeah, like she's sending me something. She thinks I have a way to print and scan and stuff, and I don't. Is she trying to do something in a frenzy before tomorrow? Tomorrow's Saturday, right? Okay, do they see people on Saturdays? I know. It wasn't today, right? Oh, shit. It was tomorrow, right? Is it today I was supposed to go? Oh, God. Was it today I was supposed to go? I know. I'm going to have to text Candy.
I'm John Morgan. Today, I'm proud to announce that Morgan & Morgan is not only America's largest English firm, we're also the only English firm in the world with lawyers licensed in all 50 states. With over 900 dedicated attorneys.
We got cut off last night. Jesus Christ. I'm trying to find... Is this from Candy?
I'm Pete Muntean at Reagan National Airport.
Oh, okay. This might be from Candy. Is this Candy? Let me call her.
Eons, cultures have turned to the stars and
I might have screwed up. I'm going to find out right now. This is going to be Candy.
Solar eclipse approaches. The study of how stars and planets influencing people's lives is now part of the conversation.
That's right. It's very relevant, which is why I pitched this next guest that we're having on. This heightened interest includes people posting videos on social media. They've been buying tarot cards, birth charts, doing readings. But why? Let's talk about it with astrologer Jessica Lanyadoo. She is the host of Ghost of a Podcast. Jessica, thank you so much for being with us. We've been looking forward to this segment, and we should note that this eclipse is happening in Aries, March 21st through April 20.
She's not answering. I know. I'm like, was I supposed to go there today or it's tomorrow? Because tomorrow's the food pantry. I might have screwed up. No, it's got to be tomorrow. Because remember, I was like, I'll have to skip the food pantry. She's not answering. Okay, so let's see. Oh, okay. I didn't see these. I guess my mother said Cindy only wants her money. Got this from Barbara. Okay.
So a lot of people, but especially Aries, are feeling a great sense of with this eclipse.
Yeah, I'm wondering, you mentioned that eclipses, their effects can last about 6 months. This is some of the research we did about statements of report. What are some of those effects, and are certain star signs more affected by eclipses than others?
So with astrology, what we understand is that the effects of an eclipse always last about 6 months. So what that means is that whatever it is that is coming up for a person.
I don't have Barbara's number. I think Barbara has mine. I'm texting Candy. Because I'd probably text Barbara, but Candy didn't pick up. So she knows how to forward stuff. Yeah. I guess Barbara went over there and saw Cindy and Barbara, and Barbara's like, we've got to get her out of here. So I would expect a court section. Does she talk to James? Okay. That Candy might be busy doing that, or she just doesn't want to answer her phone. She's probably like, oh God. Yeah. Candy's probably like, here we go. Yeah. Did I screw up? Because if she was at the funeral home this morning and I wasn't there, I know. I'm pretty sure it's tomorrow. Because why would I think it was going to interfere with the food pantry? I couldn't have forgot that soon, right? From yesterday? I know. I'm like, I usually don't forget things, but I also write things down. It's possible. Because I'm going, are they there on Saturday? It's a funeral home. They probably are, right? Okay. I know, because I'm like, it wasn't this morning, right? Oh, God, I know. Yeah, it's probably tomorrow, because why would I automatically say, I guess I'm not going to the food pantry? Wasn't I saying that last night? I don't really need to go anyways, unless I made that decision because I wasn't going to need the food. No, I think it's because it's tomorrow. I remember going, I wanted to go to the food pantry and just tell them that Tommy died. So it's probably tomorrow. But I text her, so she'll let me know, hopefully. I would hope she would have called me if I didn't show up. Like, did you need a ride? Right. Like, yeah, because people forget things. Did you not want to come and I made you feel uncomfortable? No, it was today, I messed up. Last night was the first night I actually got like any decent sleep. So I'm going to have to probably... I should probably take a shower today, but I can set the alarm, which is not down here. I usually wake up pretty early. I was up at like 7 today. So that's kind of, yeah, that's about, sometimes I don't sleep past 8 o'clock usually. Yeah, so I'm not a night owl. Yeah, I'm usually asleep, I don't know, 10, 11. Like midnight would be late for me. So I've been sleeping. Like I slept not well Tuesday night, maybe like 3 hours. And then Wednesday night was a little bit better. And then last night was Thursday. I don't know. I slept at least 7 hours last night. So that's good. I'm going to have some peanuts and raisins, and I bought a steak. So Candy must be busy. So I know, hopefully she didn't already implode and go, I can't do this, which is understandable. I can do it. It's just, I may have to have a little bit of assistance because of Cindy. It's not that I can't do it. It's just, no. I understand if you go, I can't do this. Yeah, don't do anything that's, yeah. This bitch is crazy. If everybody it hasn't been talking to her, yeah, it's like, I have obviously compassion for people that are mentally ill, but she sounds very threatening. But I don't even know if she knows what she's doing. Based on that, did she forget just texting me a bunch of threats? Yeah, and then if you want to sign this, email it. I'm meeting you at the funeral home tomorrow. I mean, I'm meeting Candy at the funeral home tomorrow. We can't sign it there to say wicked bad deja vu. I'm not signing something there. Yeah. Like, I don't think she knows that other people are intervening. I don't think she knows it. Right. And that there's an issue with probate. Yeah. There's an issue with probate that has nothing to do with the landlord or Barbara. It has to do with Tommy Kent's estate. Because his mother is his next of kin and she's not able to sign anything. Okay, so Mary's got to go up the funeral home apparently and do it. And in case they wanted to know, I found a suit that Tommy had. So I don't know if he went to Crystal's wedding, if that's why he had a suit. And a Bruins jersey that still has the tag on it. That may have been a Christmas gift recently. So that's up to everyone if they want to have him in a suit and then, or they want to have him in that over a suit maybe. But I would maybe suggest, other people know him better, that he's buried in it in the Bruins jersey. He did hockey when he was a child, and I think he stayed in that, stuck in that. Wasn't he coaching hockey for a while? Okay. And he loves the Bruins. We used to go to the rink with his father. I remember having the double blades, and so he really remembered a lot and cherished his childhood. He had a very close relationship with his father. He's the only child in the family that did. Cindy severed ties with Tom because of her constant battles with his wife. Jim and I had nothing to do with them. I would say mostly because of Cindy and Barbara. But, I mean, Tom's a big guy, so he was an adult, Tom Kent, the junior. So, Candy, something happened, and that never worked out, or with Kathy. So, Tom's the one child of Tom's that up until his death, he was going there regularly on visits with them, talking to him on the phone. So, and then, like, he briefly lived in a house and it didn't work out, and he moved back in with his mother. So,
elderly dementia patients have increased risk of death or stroke, report fever, confusion, stiff or uncontrollable muscle movements, which may be life-threatening or permanent. These aren't all the serious side effects.
I'm going to try to keep it casual because I think she needs that. Okay. Oh, okay. Candy's going to call me. And then I'm either going to shut this off when she calls me, or I'll go upstairs because I think that she doesn't want, just in case this is public, she doesn't want, yeah, she mentioned that last night. That's why I shut it off. Even though I blab about everything we talk about afterwards, but, you know,
On one of the nation's largest, most reliable flash networks. With a sound mobile, you only pay for
she might be dealing with probate. Yeah. Yeah. Well, she said, I'm going to call you in a few. So hopefully it wasn't today. And then I go, oh my God, I must be losing my mind, or I'm just so stressed out. And last night was the first night I slept, and I was supposed to make it up and walk up there. So hopefully it's tomorrow, or there's an issue now because of the body. Okay. They won't release it to the funeral home? Okay. I don't have a way to do that. I could go to the library. The library's open tomorrow, right? Okay. From a phone? I don't know. I don't, can the librarian help me? I don't think they might know how to do it. Right. Is there a link or something? Okay. It is actually that much of an issue. Yeah. It's that much of an issue. Where is he? Where is this morgue? Is it anywhere here that I can walk to or take a train to or bus? Okay. I can go there and sign it. I'm not against signing things people need signed. They need 2 siblings. Kathy's on vacation, so if that's Cindy and Candy, that's it. They don't need me. She doesn't want to have to deal with Candy. That might be why Candy wants me. Okay, that's fine. I have no problem with Candy. I have a problem with Cindy right now because she did it to herself. But if I had a way to do that, to release the body, okay, that's why she was told to hand over the keys. Right. It's part of probate. Okay. Like his trailer and truck have nothing to do with the landlord. So it's a battle war for no reason. Nobody can do anything with this stuff. I know it's like nobody can do anything with it. She's having a crisis because of the grief of the loss of her brother. Okay, just no one can do anything with it. It's insane. I don't want her to access this house because I'm living here. Good Lord Almighty. I don't know if she thinks like she's stuck in something and she thinks she's making up a Tudor war with me. Jesus Christ. Thank you, Barbara, because that's what I was wondering. Barbara's like, she can't stay here because Cindy's insane. She needs crisis management, right? It's like somehow to get Barbara probably sectioned to a hospital to be looked at because she fell down. Aye, aye, aye. Oh yeah, I put this on. I'm cold already. Where's my heater? Didn't I go to get a sweater? I'll be fine when I eat those peanuts. No, I don't need it that high. Try 65. This is a pretty mild heater. It's not like the one upstairs. The one upstairs is wicked warm that he put in that bathroom up there. Because there was the times where he couldn't afford to get the oil yet. Remember, he put gasoline in it, and I thought he was insane. I guess you can actually do that. Some of the stuff I thought was insane is actually not. I know, I looked it up. Oh, I guess you can do it. I was like, oh my God. He briefly did heating and air conditioning, and he probably looked it up, but. Yeah, I guess I could probably take to my bed. It's 3:00. It's annoying sometimes, but I don't want to oh, sorry. Where are you anyways? Oh, you're over there? You don't want the towel anymore? That's probably good news. You want to be not under the chair? Do you want the heat? Are you cold or you just... Is this what you usually do all day and I just don't know it because you're in a bed with Tommy? It's possible. That dog is not used to doing a lot of activity. I spoke to the landlord. You have a key, you don't need 2. Whoa. Please stop texting me. Candy, if Candy had to read some of this, I think she'd start crying. Right, because you go, oh my God, like, yeah, we knew Candy never liked her, but you go, oh my God, no, she's really seriously ill. What are we going to do? Oh, I need my water too. This is what I do. I got to get myself ready. Hi, I can go this way so I'm not bothering you. I brought the headphones down that I've been hanging on to. I'm gonna need to get new headphones, but I've been delaying it. Oh, here's a picture of my daughter.
Well, Brianna, in 6 months of war, we have never seen the Israeli military carry out such a thorough and public account.
There's a bunch of them over there. I don't have this one on the computer. This was kindergarten. That's when she started kindergarten. She just about 6 when she started because her birthday's in December. That's what I said about the baby photo. Yeah, you can tell. That's like, I know, that's like what I looked like, but yeah, not exactly like that, but I had like that. I didn't smile with my teeth open. I had like a smirk. So, well, some people. She did when she was a teenager at the pool in the jelly bikini. She goes, "Do you think that I'll look like you when I grow up?" Yeah, don't get married till you're like 30, please. Specifically, because obviously brief and stuff was just don't drink, please. Don't drink alcohol. That should solve all of it. Like when you know that your daughter has a brain in her head, okay, and her upbringing was different than yours, like when they're going to go to college, you just go, whatever you do, please don't drink alcohol. And I view my life as because of when I drank. I would have never ended up with Alfred but for alcohol. And then a pregnancy. Even the alcohol wouldn't have kept me with him. I would have never married him if I wasn't pregnant. He wanted to marry me. I was living with him and I kept skirting the issue. I had no intention to marry him. Whatever you do, don't drink. Please. Even if you married someone, it's called a divorce. Please don't. Once you have a kid with the person, you're stuck. People probably tell their children to get vasectomies. It's not even worth it. There's too many people in the world. Honest to God, just please. All right. Probably as soon as I start going like this. She doesn't know. I'm not saying that. It's just my luck. I'm hoping that I didn't mess it up and it was today. I'll go, oh my God, I'm so sorry. It's got to be because it's tomorrow. Yeah, because I just know that I wanted to walk to the food pantry, even if I just got coffee. I knew I wanted to do it. No, I haven't. I have coffee. Yeah, I bought like cream. I've got like 14 SNAP food units left and a gift card to Shaw's. So, no, I probably shouldn't do the steak, given I said I had chicken to eat, but I froze some of it. It's just one of those things. I was like, all right, I'm going to get a steak, and then I can use some of those onions and peppers, and I bought mushrooms, so. Well, like I said, for about 5 years, after going to the shelter in 2012, they didn't give me health insurance, but I got a SNAP card. So for about 5 years, I didn't even apply for housing. I had applied for Social Security, but I didn't appeal it because they deny everyone. Someone walked me over there. I had no intention to do it. So in 2016, I put in for the appeal and I applied for housing. So just so people know that was the first time. The shelter knows. If people were wondering if they thought I was ill because they don't understand what's going on because it's so weird, the shelter knows. Okay, so I think it's weird to them too. Some people seem like at first you kind of like avoid it and it's like denial. And then you just go, how is this actually happening? Luquette couldn't log me into Champ. So she knew. She got me the phone. That's why it was weird how she was talking. Like maybe she has dementia too. I don't know. But she got me the phone. Right. So she had to put in her phone information to get me a phone. They wouldn't even give me a cell phone. So that's why they put me in a room, but I think she forgot because of my blood work that she told me to get done. It's in my medical record. I don't have to give it to them because it got lost. I had it on me when I left Quincy. Remember, I just left the stroller like that because the Maria and the cops and then went back to Dedham. Okay. So that's Barbara was back with Candy at that point after Tommy basically kidnapped her, but you know Barbara, okay? So I was there for 3 weeks, explained the whole thing. Okay. And then it happened again in the hotel, like, see? So I think she forgot. She said she was never my caseworker. I think she forgot. Okay. So anyways, I'm pretty sure they put me there because of my medical. The nurse practitioner last year that signed off on the cash goes, you can't accommodate that diet here. I mean, I know that, or my rest. Yeah. So. Right. They know me because I'm a loudmouth and I have a medical record. So they don't want me there having to sit in a chair all night and then sit in the library all day. Oh my God, seriously? It's going to do this? Remember this? Nope. Okay, you got to do it a certain way. There we go. That usually happens at Quincy, not High Park. Did they get the results of the autopsy, though? Okay. Whoa, that's filled to the brim. How am I going to put raisins in that? That's way too many raisins. I can't do that. Oh, boy. Another bag with no Tommy to replace it. I bought them the last time, yeah. I try not to really use them because I knew I wasn't buying them. Yeah, I try really not to use these. I was using like those plastic bags that you could get from the food pantry to put my food in, even for like the freezer. Yeah, I didn't want to use stuff really I use a paper bag from the food pantry. I wasn't using the trash bags. I might use, when I used to collect too many bottles, I might use that and then I'd put it back. But this one I had to buy because I think, was it the turkeys? It was the turkeys, so I knew I had to buy them again, and I bought the exact ones that he bought. I know, because you'd want to just buy the cheapest bags, wouldn't you? Not when you use somebody else's fancy Ziplocs. That's part of Barbara's thing. She used to say that to Candy in a note. Was it Candy or Tommy? Ziploc bags, and not the cheap ones. I remember the note she wrote. Not the cheap ones. I was like, oh wow, you've really gotten bad. When I was a kid, you would only buy those flip tops. I remember my sandwiches. I always hated those things. Wouldn't buy stovetop stuffing. Wouldn't buy Ziploc bags. Now it's that. What, you want the one that goes like this? Okay, some people are having issues with their brain. I don't even know if it's stuck in a previous or grandiosity. Maybe I am going to use all these after all. What the? Well, I can put the other box of raisins in there. I don't know how I get more peanuts, but it is still the 30th. That would be, I'm sorry, but that would actually be funny and embarrassing, wouldn't it? If all of a sudden probate court goes, Okay. Okay, well, this is the deal. Like, I don't know why this person did this, but he's the homeowner. That would be friggin' weird, wouldn't it? And you told Mary that she doesn't need the keys back? Okay. I already gave you key. No, she goes, you have a key. You don't need two. Yeah, how do I have a key? Because Tommy gave it to me. Yeah, you are sick. I'm trying to be nice, but you have a mental illness. You definitely need to be seeing a doctor and a therapist. It doesn't even matter. It's worse. Isn't it worse if she's the person? That's worse at this point because she won't say it's her. That's why. Candy would go right to the cops and tell them she was the homeowner, right? And show her the ID. Okay. I don't think she was pretending she wasn't the homeowner and using dummy names and stuff. And like Tommy pays you from her veterans money, but he takes care of her. Just like Tommy's paying out the butt for the cable bill. Remember that? Oh, did he say paying out the nose? Oh my God, that would be terrible. I don't think he did, but maybe he did. I'm paying out the nose for that, to the cable or something. What? It pays automatically. I set it up for her. Remember all that? I know. I got this now. Oh, I don't have to save this. I know. I have a reason why though, because I put reasons in it, and they cost money. Yeah. This I don't, but I was because I have two of them because I was shelling peanuts and put them in there. But yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do yet because it'll be another week till the food pantry. I don't want to accumulate a bunch of because it's got to go in the trash. I'd probably be here. I mean, it's 3 weeks from Saturday is the 27th. Yeah, so. Oh yeah, what time am I supposed to rotate the laundry before I get too comfortable too? I put this in the trash. Yeah. Screws with the raisins because of the maggots. We have to go to bed. Yep.
The alliance is over 50 members strong, and we are only getting started. Maryland is building a table that is large enough to include everybody, from our federal partners to our nonprofit leaders to our entrepreneurs to our court workers. And this one, I signed an executive order to provide $60 million in financial relief for workers and businesses that have been impacted by the T bridge collapse. I know our state's largest city is being tested. Baltimore is being tested. We get knocked down, we stand back up, and we dust ourselves off, and we move forward. That is what we do. And the people of Maryland are grateful to have a full partner in this work like President Biden. I received my first call from the White House at around 3 a.m. on the day of the election. And every hour since, we worked hand in hand with this administration. President Biden might not be in Maryland by birth, but I tell that Maryland of this generation and the next will look up, and once again, they will see the Francis Scott Key Bridge, and they will see it standing. The state of Maryland is honored to welcome the President of the United States, one of the most important cities in the United States. Ladies and gentlemen, the 46th President of the United States of America, President Joe Biden.
I guess I'll probably take a shower and then do a load of laundry, but that doesn't mean I can't go and check it and see if it needs to be rotated. I had to put the bag away, and then I got distracted about, do I want to take a shower first or do this laundry? No, it's still running. I can hear it. I can hear it running. Do. Oh God, Joe Biden. Yeah, I don't know why I even do this. I was like, when I came in the door and I took this out of the bag, I was like, yeah, this is like habit right here. I got to tell you, man, I really am grateful for the people at the shelter. I know it just seems crazy. Just, I told them too. I'm like, I feel so much better after talking to them and getting the text from Daniela, right? Because, yeah, there's always the hope that things are going to be different. Always, always, always. So if not, it's a shelter, right? It's not the ground. I don't know if she thinks it's about the trailer and the truck because of her paranoia. It's not. I don't want her to be able to come into the house. She doesn't need to have keys to this house. Even if she kept the keys to the trailer and the truck and dropped off, she doesn't know which key is what, though. If she knows what keys go to the trailer, because she went and checked. So can she just remove those off the keychain and go to the funeral home with all the keys that go to the rest of the keys? I know, you just go, no one cares about the truck and the trailer, Cindy. That neither one of them are paid off. Like, is she understand? Like, does she think I'm worried about property? I don't want you to be able to come into this house. Like, I'm here till what, the 30th? Right. Remember I explained it? I thought we could sort it out at the funeral home. I know you go. She said she wasn't going to go there. So that's Candy doing that? I know, it's just, okay, because you don't want to give up those keys? What the fuck? I know, pardon my French, just. When I told Scott the trailer wasn't paid off, he goes, oh God, I just was laughing. I'm like, he owes $10,000 on that trailer. I don't know, man. I don't know if they can go into your annuity with that. I don't know what the laws are. Just. Well, God does it, but yeah, crazy like a fox, not her. Just see why I wanted the police are probably like, oh, okay, I see what this is now. That's why I wanted her to take her out of here. Somebody else has to determine if she's too crazy to take over Barbara's care, right? Just, I'm sure everybody probably understands it now. Like, okay, I can see why Mary did this. Yeah, because Barbara couldn't even stand being in the house with her, right? She needs friends. Yeah, she needs friends. But yeah, friends have a requirement, right, Brian Buchanan? Okay. All the homeless people know. That's true. It was pretty bad that day, Brian, and it went down because I had my period. Yeah, it hasn't been that bad in a while. It went the next day when I woke up, it was completely down. I was hurting. Yep. Because I was stressed out about Brian. It's hormone related. Yeah. And so that's what does it. Plus, the water. I noticed it as soon as I started drinking water, I started flushing water. I'm not bloated, but it's like all related to it. It's like a what do they call it? It's like, I call it almost like an inflammation. She didn't call while I was upstairs, right? Okay. I know, just, yeah, it was today. Did you totally forget? Yeah. Great. Now we're all screwed up because we need two signatures. Cindy said she already emailed hers. All they need is Candy. Right. No, I do whatever. I figured I'd go there. I have his clothes. If Candy wanted to talk to me, if she wanted to stop by. Right. If she doesn't want to, that's fine. That too. Yep. I can go and take a walk. I don't have to worry about Candy and Norm locking me out of the house while I'm gone if they wanted to be alone in the house. Oh, yeah. I told her there was all kinds of stuff in the basement and I was supposed to bring this down there. Let me eat first. Because I got to rotate laundry anyway, but it wasn't done. Of course. We need the keys to the garage so Candy and Norm and Barbara can see what's in there. I don't even know what's in there. He used to leave it open. I never went in there. He's probably in his room watching going, she's still not going to go in there. Holy shit. If he was as paranoid as Barbara, he'd probably go, she's still not going to go in there even though I left it open. What the fuck? Do something bad. Am I lying and I forgot? I don't think I've ever opened that medicine cabinet in 2 years because I don't have anything in it. He obviously didn't want my stuff in the bathroom, folks. You have to see it. He was probably trying to do what I said, where he kept his stuff in certain places so he'd remember to use it. I did mine. I actually left my stuff in that bathroom now in the door. Did I put it back in the room this time? But my mouthwash is on the sink. But it's usually not. It was his house. He got to basically run a house for 2 years. He got to do what the Black Keys. You ever see the video? He got to die doing what he loved, running his own house. Cindy. Oh my God, there's blood on his phone. She told me to clean it off. My hands are fucking God. Oh my God, there's blood on his phone like he tried to call for help. Where's his fucking keys in his wallet? You wouldn't think to say that, right? They hadn't even removed his fucking body. Why would I think to say that? I didn't know a person was that sick and insane. Sorry. I didn't know. I did not know. And so she told me to fucking clean it. Or she just put it down and I cleaned it for her. Oh, yeah. I don't know if someone should tell her because I don't want her to flip out. Yeah, other people don't want her to be having Barbara in her custody. Right? It's not me doing it. Nope. That's why I like to be open about what I'm doing. The VA sorts it out. No one needs to flip out about anything. Sometimes people get court sectioned. It happens. Brian Buchanan. Oh, just kidding. It's happened to her before from Cindy's house. And see how she's not in a hospital still? Okay, so. Because she fell in December and Tommy wouldn't take her to a doctor. Cindy wasn't in Cindy's custody. Right, so it's not a big deal. If it happens, yeah, if it happens, that doesn't mean anything about what's going to happen. Everybody keep their calm, please. They're not used to having death in their family either. Oh, yeah. These people have got to be handled with kid gloves for sure. But just everything is nonsense. Everything is nonsense. Everything is nonsense. It's not even like a regular taking over someone's care. Okay? Everything is nonsense because you're not able to cope with your grief. Did you cry yet? Oh my God. You sound like Jen. If there's anything you are not, it's a grief counselor. Trust me, there's no way you're a counselor at all. All due respect. Brian Buchanan. Shower curtain. It was a little concerning when she flipped out in Plymouth about her phone. Pretty concerning, but that's a lot of stress. Trying to do too much. Yeah. It doesn't mean caring for a mother is too much. No. It doesn't mean that. Like, I'm not saying that either thing, but I'm saying it doesn't mean that. It's something different. She was trying to organize, run around. She was working, driving, blah, 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 blah. Right. Sometimes those things are too much for a person. But staying in her house permanently, caring for her mother might not be too much. I am not the judge. Brian just turns to me in the car and goes, she is flipping out. I think Scott would like him, but they could never be friends because of their shared problem. Yeah. But they could totally relate to each other, but they don't have enough sobriety, either one of them, if any, on Brian's part. I'm not saying anything about Scott, but they don't have enough sobriety, right? So, but yeah, just he'd be like, yeah, so I met your mom. She is flipping out. He was so tired, I think, that it was just, he did the same thing. I don't feel good. Just like Tommy. I was going to fix the car, and then I woke up and I felt sick. I didn't say what he meant. Would you feel nauseous if you were like bleeding in your belly or something? No, I'm not nauseous, but I'm sick can mean a lot of things. I know, I'm like talking wicked loud. It's weird. It's a possession. Maybe I'm being possessed. I haven't had peanuts in so long. I might feel like $1 million after this, I gotta say. Yeah, this is way better than carbs for Mary. Do I want to eat food that fell on Barbara's quilt? I don't know. This is what Freud does. No. That's why it's Freud's chair. You don't sit in Freud's chair. Freud sits in his chair. You sit over there. Because it becomes tiresome, let me tell you. Okay, so it's what? Oh. Hello? Hi. Oh, no, don't be sorry.